All right, today we're jumping into ASP.NET Core. This is Microsoft's powerhouse framework, and it has totally changed the game for how we build modern, cloud-ready apps. So let's get right into it. This is really the million-dollar question for any developer today, right? You need something that's lightning fast, flexible enough to run on any server, and ready to handle massive, massive scale. It's a huge challenge, and it's exactly the problem ASP.NET Core was built from the ground up to solve. So in this first part, we're going to unpack Microsoft's answer to that huge question. We'll see what makes this framework so perfectly suited for the way we build software today. At its heart, you gotta understand that ASP.NET Core is a complete rethinking of what came before. Seriously, this isn't just some update, it's a total rewrite that is open source, runs beautifully on Windows, macOS, and Linux, and it's designed specifically for the demands of the cloud. And this timeline really tells the whole story. Before 2016, if you were a .NET developer, you were basically locked into the Windows world. That was just the deal. But then 2016 happened, and bam, everything changed. The release of ASP.NET Core 1.0 just blew those walls down, and that led directly to the unified, super high-performance platform that we have today. Okay, so let's dig into the core philosophy here. What are the big ideas, the fundamental principles that make ASP.NET Core so different and, frankly, so powerful? And check out the contrast on this slide. It's night and day. The old way was clunky and fragmented. You had different tools for different jobs, and it all had to run on Windows, period. ASP.NET Core just swept all that away and unified everything. Now your web UIs and your APIs live together in one lean, lightweight framework that you can run literally anywhere you want. These four pillars are really the why behind all its success. Being cross-platform and open source means you can finally build on a Mac and deploy to a Linux server. No more Windows-only headaches. The obsession with high performance means your apps can handle insane amounts of traffic. Modularity is a huge deal. You only pull in the pieces you actually need, which keeps your app small and fast. And that unified model, it just makes developers so much more productive because they're not constantly switching between different ways of thinking. Okay, so we get the philosophy, but how does it all work under the hood? Let's take a quick look at the architecture, but I promise we'll keep it simple and to the point. Just think of it like an assembly line for web requests. A request comes in, and it starts traveling down this pipeline of what's called middleware. Each piece of middleware has one specific job. Maybe the first one checks if you're logged in. The next one figures out where the request needs to go. It's an incredibly smart and efficient way to handle things before your actual application code even sees the request. Now, this one sounds super technical, but dependency injection is an absolute game changer. Basically, instead of your code having to build all the little tools and services it needs to do its job, the framework just hands them over, ready to go. This makes your code so much cleaner, way easier to test, and just a dream to maintain. And the best part is, this professional pattern is baked right into ASP.NET Core from the very beginning. So you've got this incredibly powerful and flexible architecture. What can you actually build with it? Well, the answer is pretty much anything and everything web-related. I mean, the versatility here is just staggering. You can build huge enterprise-level web applications, you can build blazing fast APIs for your mobile apps, you can break your whole system down into tiny cloud-native microservices. It's even got you covered for real-time apps like dashboards. And with Blazor, you can even write your front-end and back-end both in C#. Okay, let's bring this all home. Why is ASP.NET Core so important in the tech world right now? What is its real-world impact today? When you put it side by side with other popular frameworks, its strengths just jump off the page. I mean, look at that performance rating. It's in a class of its own. And because it's built on C#, you get full type safety, which catches a ton of bugs before they ever see the light of day. It just absolutely shines in that enterprise and cloud space. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The independent tech and power benchmarks, these guys test everything, consistently rank ASP.NET Core among the absolute fastest web frameworks on the planet. This isn't just marketing fluff. It's proven, measurable performance you can build a business on. And all this power is trusted by some of the biggest names you can think of. We're talking about massive, mission-critical systems. Stack Overflow, which is basically the lifeline for millions of developers, it runs on ASP.NET Core. The backend from Microsoft Teams, GoDaddy, Tencent, these absolute giants rely on this framework for their most demanding services. And the framework isn't standing still, not by a long shot. The future is all about making it even faster, with things like native AOT for near-instant startups, making it even easier to build microservices with minimal APIs, and even more secure with unified identity. It's always evolving. So when you put it all together, the world-class performance, the safety net of a language like C#, and an entire ecosystem built for the cloud, you've got a really, really compelling package, which kind of leaves us with one big question to think about. Is ASP.NET Core becoming the new default choice for building serious, modern, enterprise-scale software?